BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Rice Owls offense will start this game off. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. First down for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Atkins. Makes a catch and knocked down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Rice rushes to the line. They want to just keep throwing it. He's got his man. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
So the BYU Cougars offense will try to get something going with their first possession. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. Running back on a linebacker, I win, but this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
Looking downfield, it's Childs. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. New set of downs after that completion. Wide out in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. That's caught. It's Nakua. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. And they got him for the sack.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Now facing a third and long. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Nakua. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive. Yeah. Reels it in down the left side. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. And the Owls want to pick up the tempo.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Gets it out quickly. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rice.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. BYU has it back, the Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Catch in the middle. It's Swanson. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. From the shotgun, the inside give. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. BYU has this offense clicking. Running the option, it's Childs. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Looking to move it through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Atkins. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Looking for room. It's Atkins. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Atkins. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Wide open downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. BYU lines up quickly.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to this position.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Owls. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They'll run for it on third and short. And the Cougars get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Finds his tight end. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Nakua.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. On target to the left. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. They keep attacking through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Keeps it and gets the first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
This guy just gives it. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
He caught it, and he couldn't quite make it in. He's run out of bounds at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Central Michigan went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Chippewas always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Caught behind the line. It's Atkins. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Working that left side. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Comes out throwing on 1st down. The freshman able to get home with the sack. They'll tell you this, somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you've got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this 2nd half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the 2nd half. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Reading the option, it's Childs. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. BYU right back to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. They want to get this defense on its heels.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Dropping back, it's Childs. He looks that one in nicely. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Owls. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Off the play fake. He lost one down the sideline. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
A strike downfield. At the 45 on his way. Off he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, BYU! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
BYU 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Powers through the defender.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Now the play fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Atkins. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. From the gun, running back gets to give. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete on the right side.
They've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Childs. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Swanson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Running back goes in motion. He's looking to throw it. He's got it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Cougars in the hurry up.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point.
That boy bad, bro.